Why does this keep on and off, like...
Hey, I'm on my Dougie, baby. I know you love me, baby. Yeah, Slim, Young J, this right here is classic like a pair of I check the tail, ice blocks on my G-Shock. You know who it is, Slim, Young G.
Just up top, fresh out the shower. Gotta stay fresh, take about an hour. Gotta get dressed, your boy's still clean. Oh for a walk, got the blue jeans. Fresh pair of shades, house on my wrist. Top to the drawers, your boy stay fit. I'm ready, and nobody tell me nothing. Feels like I'm taking off, I'm so high, so high. Before I started breaking up, so fly.
Okay, hey sis, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, then hi, my name is Jalea and I am a flight attendant. So I have some time so I can tell you guys everything that's been happening this morning. Okay, so first things first, I've been off for 2 days. So I've been in Philly for 2 days, chilling, relaxing. My female dog has just had 2 puppies literally the day that I came home, so I like to think that she was waiting for me to come home so she could have her babies. And yeah, so I've just been enjoying that. This morning I woke up at 6 a.m. and got to the airport for a 7:44 a.m. flight directly to Denver on United. And I got there were no signs of a problem, and then I checked the United app just casually and the flight was delayed an hour and a half. Yeah, so I started getting nervous. There was another flight on American that was going to get me into Denver on time to start my trip on time and check in on time. But I started getting nervous. I walked over to the American gates so that I could check in for that flight and see like what's going on with that flight, because that flight would still get me in on time and the United flight would no longer get me in on time. So when I got over there, got up to the gate, like the desk, the agents at the desk said, you know, everything's grounded, right? And I did not know that everything was grounded. I did receive an email from my company this morning saying that the FAA, like there was an FAA system down that gave like pre-flight information to pilots, but there was no mention in the email that all flights had been grounded. So come to find out that the FAA did ground all flights nationwide. So not just my company, all airlines were grounded. My arm's starting to hurt. So when I found that out, I started feeling, you know, a little bit more at ease, because I realized it's all airlines. It's not just one airline. It's not just the airline that I was trying to get on. It's all airlines. So I would be good with my company in terms of commuting, because all airlines are grounded. There's going to be delays all across the board. So I checked in at the American desk, and then I called crew scheduling just to let them know that I am trying to commute, the flight numbers that I was trying to commute on, and they already knew what was going on, so all good. So yeah, I sat there at the American flight and just waited for a little bit. I think I waited for about 2 hours, because I was there like 7 a.m. until 9 a.m. When the ground stop was taken away, all flights were able to go ahead and continue on as usual. When that happened, I walked over to the United flight because I thought that that flight would take off first before the American flight, because it was scheduled to take off first. So I went over there. They were already boarding, and so the gate agent, sweet woman, she got me a good seat. She gave me my boarding pass, and I was able to go ahead and board onto the flight. I got onto the flight and called crew scheduling just to let them know that, hey, I boarded, we're going to be on the way soon. So we took off out of Philly around 10 a.m. I would say, and then we landed in Denver about 11:15 11:57 a.m. exactly. So the flight was about 4 hours. And yeah, call crew scheduling, they got me checked in, and now I'm here in Denver ready to start my trip. Now my flight, let's talk about my flight. I am the A position on this trip, and I did that because this trip is a little light on the credit side, so I wanted to make up for it because we do get paid a little bit more when we are the A flight attendant, so I wanted to make up a little bit for that. But anyway, my flight was originally supposed to leave at 12:15 p.m. but it has now since been delayed to 1:22 p.m. Oh, 1:26 p.m. 1:26 p.m. So when I got here, I raced over to my gate for my trip, and the plane that was at the gate was just pushing back, so our plane hadn't even pulled up to the jet bridge and deplaned. So I did go ahead and get some McDonald's, something to eat really quick, and then I was rushing back to the gates because I wanted to make sure that we boarded on time and I wasn't getting blamed for anything. So I rushed back to the gates here just to find out that we do not have pilots. So yeah, currently we do not have pilots. I am sitting on the plane. The crew decided to get off. It is empty. And yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm going to look at my iPad for a little bit to, you know, make sure I'm caught up on what I need to do as the A, and so that I can be ready, because once things get started, it's going to be moving quickly. So I want to be able to keep up and not look crazy. So as of right now, it says it's delayed until 1:26, but right now it's 1:12 p.m. and there's nobody on the plane. So that's obviously not happening. I don't know if we will get new pilots because we are in a base, so they might be able to call out to pilots, but pilots don't sit on standby like we do as flight attendants. So if they do call out for new pilots, they have to give them 2 hours. So either way, it's going to be a long delay. But yeah, I'm good. I'm just happy that I got here and I didn't get in any trouble, and that I don't have anything on my record, because I am on probation and we need to be careful. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat and just wait and see what happens. I've never experienced winter flying, and yeah, it is something. So I'll let you guys know when we have an update. Bye. Oh, and luckily today we only have one leg. Like I said, this is a super light credited trip. We only have one leg today, 2 legs tomorrow, and 3 legs on go home day. They're not long at all, and I have a Philly layover, so I'm gonna go to Philly tomorrow night and see my pups again. So exciting. Oh, also our list came out for vacancies for March. So it's not the official list telling us where people are going exactly, but it's the list telling us what the movement is, if there is any movement, and where the movement will be. There is going to be a lot of movement for March, of course, because classes have gotten started back up. There are 65 spots opening for BWI, 0 spots for Dallas, and 0 spots for Houston. So I'm hoping that I get BWI because it's closest to my hometown of Philly. And yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated with that. But yeah, let me go eat now. Ooh, turn the heat on. Heat, please. Nice. All right, y'all. We made it to Des Moines, Iowa. Today I only had one leg, one and done. I told y'all that already just in the last clip. One and done. 1 hour and 10 minutes flight time. Easy. We did do service. It was nice and smooth. Quick service. It was only 70 passengers on the flight. So quick and easy. Quick and easy day. I'm getting ready to put my food in the fridge. Hopefully we have one. Should be one right here. Yep. Put my food in the fridge. I have 2 meals that I can like put in the microwave and eat. So I'm going to try to have those 2 meals on this trip instead of getting food for dinner. So what I usually do is pack meals for dinner for while we're at the hotel, and then if we have like a sit or a later start to the day, then I'll buy food from the airport, something to hold me over until dinner time. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep up with that, save a little bit of money. My lunch bag can't fit like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's just not happening. So yeah, I'll show you guys the meals that I got. We have Wegmans in Pennsylvania, Philly/Pennsylvania, and they have a good selection of kind of ready-made meals that you can just heat up. Ooh, I had a hoagie yesterday. This is the other half. My ice packs. I bought some fruit cups. So options are, what is this? Chicken parmesan and meatloaf with gravy. Probably gonna have the meatloaf. I'm feeling the meatloaf. And I got some Calypsos from the corner store back in Philly. Southern peach lemonade. And I got 2 of these. This is my favorite kind. Triple melon lemonade. So nice. So nice. I haven't had a Calypso in a while because I've been commuting not in my uniform. So I've been worried that they were going to make me throw them out if I get random AKCM. Whoo! But yeah, y'all, we only have like 12 hours here now because of the little delays that happened back in Denver. So I'm gonna get to it. I'm going to get out of my uniform, relax, turn on the office. Of course, today is Wednesday, so the office should most definitely be on right now. So yeah, office, chill, relax, eat. What time is it? It's 5:30 now. I'll probably eat around 7. And that's it. See you guys in the morning. We have 2 legs tomorrow. I told you already. I don't know what the legs are. Des Moines to St. Louis. I think we're going to St. Louis. St. Louis to Philly. And then I have my Philly layover. That's it for me tonight. I'll talk to you guys in the AM. Good night. All right, you guys, I am now on my layover in Philly. Today we had 2 legs, which you guys already know. We went from Des Moines to St. Louis and then St. Louis to Philly. So pretty short flights. The second one was under 2 hours. The first one was 40 minutes. So super easy day. We're in the city. City girls. I'm going to go to my mom's in a little bit, which isn't far from downtown. So I should probably get there in about 20 minutes. I'm gonna catch the trolley from down here and go see my pups, the babies. I want to see the babies. And then, yeah, I really want to find a Chick-fil-A because if you know, Philly Chick-fil-A is the best because of the cheese sauce, which you probably wouldn't know unless you are from Philly, because honestly, nobody that I've talked to knows about it because it's only at the Philly Chick-fil-A's. In New Jersey has it as well. So I need to find a Chick-fil-A. They used to have a Chick-fil-A down here in the Liberty place, but for some strange reason they took it out. So there's another one in South Philly, which is pretty close to here as well. So I may go there. Honestly, I could just Uber Eats it. So I don't even know why I'm sitting here confused. I'm just gonna Uber Eats it once I get back, but I'm gonna go hang out with the pups for a little bit. Probably take them to the park. It's not freezing cold here. I think it rained earlier, but it seems like the sun is coming out. So yeah, it's cloudy, but the sun's trying to peek through. But yeah, y'all, easy day today, easy day tomorrow. We do have 3 legs, but I think they're all going to be under 2 hours. We do Philly to Atlanta. That's going to be a booked flight, you already know. Atlanta to Omaha, which that's not going to be booked. Who's going there? And then Omaha back to Denny. And from Denver, I go to Dallas. And then I start a reserve block out of Dallas the day after tomorrow. So once I get back, get into Dallas, get to my hotel, I'm going to be able to chill and relax for the day. And then I'm going to try to self-assign. I'm going to record me trying to self-assign so you guys can see the pressure that goes into it, the stress, okay? Hopefully I'm able to self-assign because I do not want to be sitting in Dallas. And if not, I'm high on the list. I think I'll be able to see tomorrow at 5 p.m. I think 5 p.m. local time. I think it's local time. So 5 p.m. Central, I should be able to see where I am on the reserve list. This reserve block I picked up from someone, obviously, because I'm not Dallas based. So yeah, we have those 3 days on reserve, and then we're off for another 2 days, the 17th, 18th, and then to Oakland, back to Oakland for, I want to say it's like 2 weeks, because I have a 6-day block, then a day off, and then a 5-day block. So pretty much 2 weeks in Oakland. And yeah, I'm about to change and see you guys later. Bye. to Dallas. Finally. Look who came to get me. Princess. The back window. Princess parking. Ah! Oh. Here I go. Ah! Open the trunk.
Save the money. Ship station saves us so much time. It makes it really easy and seamless. Take an order, mark everything you need. The label in the box, it's ready to go. ShipStation, the number online sellers. Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months on
David and David, we asked each of them come to the conclusion that Dave was less involved and actually was probably limited on what I told you about Jake's death. This started telling us,
Okay, time to catch up. Okay, y'all, so hey, I am in Dallas now. We're just going to have this be a week in the life of a flight attendant. I just got off of a 3-day and I'm going right back out there to do another 3-day. As you guys know, I was in the A position for this previous 3-day that I just got off of today, and I will be in the D as in dog position starting tomorrow for my trip. Thank the Lord. I need a break from being in the front and talking to all the people and being the character, okay? So yes, I'm excited about that. I did tell you guys that I was going to show you guys, you know, what it's like to self-assign and how that moment is, but I could not. The original plan was to get on a earlier flight from Denver here to Dallas so that I could be here in this hotel and show you guys, you know, what it's like to self-assign. But what actually ended up happening is, like, you have a plan and then it goes completely not the way that you planned it. So today was like that. So we returned to Denver. We did our 3 legs. We had 3 legs, right? We did our 3 legs. They were good, short, got them done. And we got back to Denver, and it was a little after 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and we finished, and I went over to the United Gates, which are in the B terminal in Denver. I went over there. They had a flight for 1:30, and on ID 90, I think that's on ID 90, which is where we list for United among other airlines, it said the availability was between 5 and 20%. We can't see the exact, you know, seats and numbers like we can for our company, for other companies. And I thought I was good. I'm like, oh, 5 to 20%, we good, we getting on it. That was not the case. It was like a party of 4 or 5 all on the standby list, and then there was 2 people who were together on the standby list. Tell me why they all ended up getting on the flight and I was the one left there out. Why does this keep on and off, on and off? Like, come on with this. And then it's not even blowing out real heat. Like, I hate that. I'll wait. So yeah, they all got on, I did not get on. So next, plan B, there was an American flight leaving at 2:40 something. So I had to get on the train and go over there to A gates. Went over there and went up to the desk, and I was like, let me know how bad it is, because like I already knew. He was like, it's really bad. There were like 19 people on the standby list, and I was number 19. Of course, I'm always at the bottom. Yeah, so that was a bust. I didn't even stay for the whole time for that one, because it was just like, you're not getting on. You're number 19 and there's not 19 seats. So I went back to the train and went back to C gates, because I came in on C gates from my trip. And so I was going back because my company had a 3:25 flight. Went over there and checked the standby list. There were like 8 or 9 people on the standby list. I was like number 3 on the standby list, so I was feeling okay about it, but there was only one available seat. And then on the plane that we were going to be on, there was only one extra jump seat. So I'm like, okay, let me get over here and get the jump seat. And so I went over there, I went to the desk, and they told me that the flight was weight restricted and they're not going to take any jump seaters on the plane. So I'm just like, I'm 3 for 3, like 3 for 3. This is crazy. Like, this is crazy. When it gets to multiple flights that I didn't make, I start feeling very annoyed. So I'm like, okay, I'm not even gonna get on my company's flight. This is crazy. So I sit over there and I watch them board, and I'm kind of like, I'm not going to get on, so whatever. But then it got to the end of boarding and they were just waiting around because they were doing they needed to do the bags a certain way, the whole weight and balance. I don't know the specifics, okay? So they were doing what they were doing. And one of the ops agents came over to me and was like, come on, we're gonna get you on. And I'm like, bet. So she was just saying, yeah, they said that I can go ahead and let you on. I was in a middle seat. It wasn't uncomfortable or anything. The guy to my left, he was very nice and talkative, so we were talking. I nodded off for literally a teeny tiny bit of time, so I am really tired right now. Just throw that in there. But I did get on, and I'm so happy and grateful for that. But we probably took off around 4 p.m. I want to say probably a little bit after that, and the flight time was 1 hour and 20 minutes, and we were going to be arriving after 6 p.m. Central Time. Yes, after 6 p.m. Central Time. As you guys know, if you've watched my previous vlog where I mentioned or talked about self-assigning, it starts 6 p.m. local time and it goes fast. Like, you got to be quick. So I ended up being on the plane, and luckily, thank the Lord, our Wi-Fi on our planes allow us to get on our company's websites. So thank the Lord, I'm so grateful that I was able to be on the plane and self-assigning. So it got to like 5:54 and I was like refreshing like on it. Okay, 6 p.m. came. There was a trip that I wanted. It was in the C position, which y'all can keep that, but it was not a bad trip. It was a light credit trip, and I'm really trying to take a break without taking a break, if that makes sense. And I wanted that one, but somebody got it, of course. And then so I went back to the list and I'm like, okay, majority of these are in the A position, and there's no way that I'm doing that again right now. There's no way. Like, I'm not doing 2 trips back to back in the A position. So there was a D position trip, which the credit was or is about 21 hours. And the layovers are in Baltimore and Washington, which I'll be on the East Coast. And so I was like, let me just do this one. I know I don't want to do all these credits, but just do it. Like, you'll be okay. You'll get through it. You'll be fine. And it's D, so I'm gonna just be hiding in the back chilling. Y'all ain't gonna see me. So yes, I was able to go ahead and get that trip, self-assign that trip. So I do have a trip now. The report time is 8:40 a.m. so it is a little bit later. It is still an AM trip, of course. And yeah, so I'm happy about that. I am in my hotel room that I purchased myself in Dallas. So because I'm not on company's time right now, they do not provide the hotels. I got off of a trip and I'm technically off right now, and then I start a trip tomorrow morning. This hotel I did have to pay for myself. So we're in a cute little small cheap hotel. You already know. And yeah, this hotel was only about like $67, and that's within the budget right now. Okay, so yeah, I'm here. I'm tired. I know I look tired. Like, I am about to take a shower and then knock out. It is 9:09 p.m. right now. I'll probably wake up around 5:30. Yeah, I think I can do 5:30 tomorrow, and I should be fine. I've been waking up at like 3 for the past few days, so it'll be a nice break. And it's so like such a coincidence that I got a layover in Baltimore, because there are some places that I want to go see in Baltimore, because like I told you guys, I am pretty likely to get Baltimore based for March, and I don't want to commute. And so I want to find somewhere to stay. So hopefully I can go and see those places tomorrow, because we get in around 11 a.m., 11, maybe noon. And I can do that and kind of decide from there. But I showed you guys earlier, my friend Stevie came to get me from the airport. She does have a crash pad here in Dallas now. She is still based in Oakland with me, but she just stays here in Dallas. And yeah, that was so sweet of her. I love her so much. You guys have seen her in my training videos, definitely. We went to Kroger and I just got some things. You guys see me put it in the refrigerator. I just got some things to eat for this trip that I have coming up, and then I got a milkshake from Jack in the Box. So now we're here. Oh, I did want to tell you guys about my Philly layovers. So in Philly, I went to the PennDOT, which is our like driver's license, permit, and transportation type of place. I don't know what other places call it, but I went there. I needed to renew my driver's license, so I went there Had to take a new picture and everything. Got my new license. And then I went to the Reading terminal and got some lasagna, beef lasagna and garlic bread, which, weird fact, I've never been to the Reading terminal ever in my life, and I grew up in Philadelphia. Is that weird? I feel like it's a touristy thing, so like, why as a local would I really be caring to go there? I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's something that people who visit are like, you have to go here, you know? But anyway, went there, got something to eat, and then I got an Uber to my mom's house. Went to go see the pups, the babies. So that was nice to spend some hours with them. And then I came back to the hotel, I want to say around 9 p.m. I think, and just chilled for the rest of the night. And that was my layover. It was a good time. Actually, it was. Now we're here in Dallas, and we're going to continue this. We're going to continue this on so you guys can see what a week in my life is like. So I'm about to get in the shower, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow for another 3-day trip. So let's go. Hey y'all, good morning. It is the next day. It's 7:49 a.m. Ooh, this lighting is terrible. My Uber driver is 1 minute away. I still have to get ice in my ice packs. So I'm gonna talk to you guys the next time I'm able to talk to you guys. I'm ready to go ahead and start a 3-day trip, and I'm on my way to Love Field Airport. And like I said, it's 7:50 a.m. My check-in is 8:40, so let's go.
The time is simply because we just don't have the same amount of time left to live. That's what we address, is to never forget the first rule. Losses of any kind are not allowed in our...
Hey y'all, I am on my layover in Baltimore. I told you guys last night that I wanted to see some places while I was here, but that did not happen. I've been in my room since I got here, so I guess it was just too short of notice. So anyway, only had one leg today from Dallas. It wasn't long, actually. It was only like 2.5 hours, and I had an amazing crew. I was so sad that I wouldn't be flying with them for the rest of the trip. They were so cool. They are Baltimore based, so they were finishing a 3-day and I'm starting a 3-day. So, you know, they went home and did their own thing, and I came to the hotel. I'm so sad, but it does give me hope and makes me look forward to be based in Baltimore. It seems like there are really cool people here. So I'm excited. That's like the downside of being D, that when you have a really cool crew or like a person that you really click with and you're only with them for one leg, it's kind of sad. But then it can also be the upside of being D, where if you have a crew that you don't really click with, or a person that's like super annoying, you don't have to see them after maybe that first 1 or 2 legs or however long you are together. But yeah, tomorrow I have 3 legs. I have no idea where we go. Doesn't really matter. I end up in DCA. So I've never been to DCA. I've never had a DCA layover, as well as a Baltimore layover with this company. We're actually really close to the hotel that I stayed at with my previous company, so that was coincidental. I had one of my meals that I bought with me earlier when I first got in, and now I'm having pizza, buffalo chicken pizza. Yes, it's pretty good. I'm gonna get a juice out of the fridge that I bought with me as well, and I'm gonna have dinner. It is 6:03 p.m. I have to double check my report time tomorrow. Report time is 5:45 a.m. and I scheduled a 5 a.m. shuttle. They run every 20 minutes. I could have did 5:20, but I felt like, ooh, that might be kind of pushing it. So I did 5 a.m. because I'm by myself and I don't really know the ropes of the airport. I'm going to go early so I can make sure I'm not late. And I wonder if my crew will be here, because usually when I'm by myself and then I start early, the crew is on a layover as well. But we'll see. I know I'll sleep well tonight because I didn't take a nap. So I should sleep all the way through the night. I'm gonna wake up at 4 a.m. So that's that. Another one of those days. I'm watching Bad Boys 2 right now. The Office isn't on, unfortunately. I don't think it is. It's Saturday. It comes on and stays on for like the rest of the night on the weekdays. So yeah, I'm gonna look it up and see if it's on right now, but probably not. And it's, you know, it's nice to watch some different things. So that's me, guys. That's the update. I will talk to you guys en la mañana. P.S. I do be wanting to talk to y'all like before I start my trip and get started for the day, but literally I'm always rushing out of the hotel. Like, it doesn't matter what my report time is, I'm always rushing to go downstairs and be on time for the shuttle. I don't know why that is and how to stop that, but if I have time in the morning, I'll talk to you guys then. If not, hopefully while I'm on the road, I can talk to you guys. If not, then I'll see you guys in DCA. Hey y'all, good morning. It is 4:51, 5 a.m. shuttle. So I'm getting ready to get out of here for my 3-leg day, and then I will end up in DCA. So I'll see you guys later. Let's go. Alright guys, I'm on the plane. I'm on here early. It's 5:28. I don't think we start boarding until 6:15, honestly. 6:15. We're going to Miami first. So it's going to be a little bit of a long one, probably 3 hours. I haven't got the flight time yet. I'm done. I'm ready. I'm looking in the mirror to see if anybody is coming back here. But yeah. For some reason, I'm not feeling in the best mood today, but I've been listening to music, trying to get myself out of that mood, and get myself in the mood of being happy and grateful and present. So I'll talk to you guys later, let you guys know, you know, what's going on without giving y'all too much. So yeah, talk to y'all later. Let's get to work. I don't know. When I get a chance, I will see y'all. Bye.
He's got to go, Mike. I wouldn't know for sure because I'm not trained here. That's why I have to use all these. Let me not. Yep. Wait.
I'm ready to wake up! Downside of the level playing field. That is actually a zoning issue. Thank you.
If there's nothing wrong with it.
Hey, 532.
Technology, many customers say is superior to more.
Hey y'all, so I am finished editing the vlog for today, and it is you know, it's finalizing, whatever it's called, so I can finally tell you guys about my day. Wow, today was insane. We had 3 legs today. I was with the same crew the entire day, and we were on the same plane the entire day. On the first leg, we did Baltimore to Miami, and it was a bit of an older crew on the flight, as in passengers. Yeah, so that was interesting because I'm like, oh, Miami. Yeah. Anyway, it was a lot going on for that first leg. We're kind of needy on there, but fine, no problem. That wasn't the craziest of the craziest. The first leg we did it, got through it, and I came on the camera and told you guys that it was about 3 hours. That was a lie. It was under 2 hours. It was 1:55 about. The 3-hour one, the long one, was the second one. So we did Miami to Midway. We did Miami to Midway. Flight time was 2:48. And that was a long one. It felt like the longest flight ever. And on that one, there was a girl who came on there who had a cat. A paid pet in cabin. She had the cat on her lap, and I'm like, okay, it's boarding time, you can keep it on there for now. And then, come on, The Office. I don't even know where the remote is. I have on I have The Office on the TV here in the living room. Yes, I have a living room, and on the TV in the bedroom, because I thought I was gonna go in the bedroom, but I'm like, if I'm gonna hang out and like edit, let me do it in the living room. And then I never turned off that one, so I turned down the TV here in the living room, but it's still up in the bedroom. So I'm trying to get it where it's not doing music. Okay, so where was I? Second flight, the cat in the bag. I am the D. You guys know I'm the D on this trip, and I was coming from the back so I could get into my safety demo position. And as we come from the back, we kind of do a quick compliance, because we're going to do compliance while we're doing the safety demo. So we do a quick one. And I walked past her and I said, you know, the pet has to go under the seat. And she said, I know. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I go to my position, do my safety demo. She wasn't in my section, so I didn't do compliance for her row, because that was the B's section. So when I walk back after the safety demo, back to the back to my jump seat, the cat is still on her lap the cat is in the bag, but the carrier is on her lap. Like, why is it still on your lap if 3 minutes ago I just asked you to do it, and I know the bee asked you to do it. So I got to the back and I'm like, why is that cat still not under the seat? And the bee was like, I know, I told her twice. So I'm like, okay, she don't want to put the cat under the seat. She don't want to put the bag under the seat. So after we're done the safety demo and everything, the A does a final walkthrough of compliance. So the A was walking to the back, and I said out loud, I said, Michelle's going to now tell her again. Sure enough, Michelle comes past and she says to her, sweetie, you do have to put the bag on. And you can kind of see that the girl, she gestures her hand to the back like, oh yeah, they already told me. Okay, so why is it still not under the seats? Like you said, we already told you. And when we told you, you said that you know, so do it. Like, I really wish that I could have just said, well, do it then. Like, why is the bag not under the seat? So she tells her, and then she's like, oh yeah, they told me. And then Michelle comes to the back, tells us the information that she needs to tell us. And we're like, yeah, girl, we told her 3 times. 3 times at this point that the cat needs to go under the seat. And so she's like, okay, well then I'm going to have to stand there until she does it. So after she gives us the information that she needs to give us, she goes back up and the cat is still not under the seat. So she tells her like, ma'am, you do have to I do have to see you put the bag under the seat. And so she puts the bag down and she puts it between her legs, like under the seat. What? Like, what aren't you getting? You keep saying you know and all this and that, but you're not doing, like, you're saying you know, but you're not physically doing what you say that you know. So there's a misconnect. So Michelle's like, I have to see you do it. And she's like going back and forth with the A and whatever. Then she tells the B to call the pilot, like call the captain, because we're not leaving until you do what you're supposed to do. And she's like, no, there's no need to do that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Ma'am, you don't tell us what there's no need to do because you're not listening. You've been told something 4 times and you still didn't do it. So that means that you are not compliant. So they kind of go back and forth. The B calls the pilot so that he doesn't push back from the gate and that whole thing. So that was the thing of leg 2, because it's like, put the cat under the bag. I mean, put the cat under the seat. Like, I understand. I love my pups so much. I would not want to put them under the seat. I mean, I honestly wouldn't have a problem with it, but like, I understand the love people have for their pets because I share that same love. But please listen. If you don't want to listen, if you don't want to put the cat under the seat, you can drive to your destination, okay? And they can be all out around the car. So yeah, that was that of leg 2. And then leg 3 came and we're like, oh, thank the Lord, it's the shortest flight of the day, last flight of the day. Like, let's get this done and get to the hotel. So we're on the flight. It's literally, flight time was an hour and 20 minutes. Like, it was supposed to be nothing. So we get towards the end of the flight. I want to say it was about 40 minutes left in flight, 35-40 minutes left in flight, and we're already finished service. And this kid comes to the back in his later teen years, I would say, and he asks if there's a bathroom. And I'm like, yeah, there's one right there. He turns around, opens the door, and all you hear is boom. I turned around like, oh, I literally made that noise because he fell. So it was just a reaction. And I thought that he tripped like over, you know, there's a little, you know, separation or a little step, a little something there. So I'm thinking he tripped and he fell. But some seconds had passed and he did not move. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? What's wrong? Because why aren't you getting up? And I went over there, and thank the Lord his eyes were open, because I was really not trying to see an unconscious or dead person. Okay, so I was hesitant to look, but I looked and his eyes were open, and he was on, like, he hit his head on the toilet. Like, the bathroom in the airplane is so small. He hit his head on the toilet. You could tell that he probably tried to catch himself, because on his way down he hit the flush button and you could hear the toilet flush. So the B asked me, like, well, is he alive? And I'm like, yeah, but he's not moving, because he still was not moving. You could just see that he was down, or I could see that he was down. His eyes were open, but he was very slow to respond. So at that point, the B kind of took over, because I didn't know what to do. And like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. So I'm just like, okay, he fell. I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what's wrong. So the B kind of took over, asked him some questions. He picked him up, got him on the toilet, like sitting down on the toilet, and got him some cold compresses, some snacks, water, 7-Up, so that he could kind of, you know, wake up, like get back to himself, get back to normal. Yeah, so anyway, it ended up being that I wanted to say that he was dehydrated, like he didn't have anything to eat, he didn't have anything on his stomach, and he's flying. I want to say that he was dehydrated. So it took us like 10 to 15 minutes, you know, giving him liquids and giving him cold compresses. He was very, very warm. So cold compresses, ice pack. He was traveling with someone, so that was good. And then, yeah, so that was just scary for me. Once we landed and everything, the paramedics did meet us at the gate to check on him, make sure he was okay before he went on to wherever. And yeah, so that was crazy. And people always say, like, yeah, when a medical happens, you kind of spring into action and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, for me, when a medical happens, I'm the one who's like, I'm the frozen one. I'm the frozen one. I don't freeze. It's just like the training does not it does not compute, because they can't train us on an exhaustive list of all the things that could happen to people. So they train us on the big things, you know, the huge things where it's like you really need to get it together and do something. But for things like, oh, they just like kind of fell or dropped, I can't say that he passed out, because he didn't. He was conscious in there. He wasn't very, like I said, he was very slow to respond and not really there, but he was there ish. So I don't know. I'm just glad that the B was there and is experienced, and you know, the whole thing. The C did come to the back and help out as well. So after that, we were kind of just like, get us off of here and get us to the hotel, because this is crazy. The day was just crazy. And then all the places that we stopped in was cold. Like I said, we went to Miami. It was cold there. It was cold. It was cold everywhere. It was just a lot going on this day. Crazy. Y'all, I completely forgot I was talking to y'all. My camera battery was about to die, so I stopped recording to charge it, and that's been like an hour ago. So now I'm getting hungry. I'm about to go to the restaurant and order something to eat. I might just get like a burger and fries. If they got salmon, I'll do salmon, but if I'm gonna have salmon, I want mashed potatoes and a nice vegetable with it. But we're gonna see. They don't have a menu up here, but I am listening to music right now and uploading my blog. It's 7:24 Eastern and it's at 50%, so it's gonna be going on probably like 9 o'clock. And I'll probably be in bed. In the morning, we have I scheduled a 5:45 a.m. shuttle, so a little bit later than today. And yeah, it's go home day. 3 legs again, 1 super long leg. Not super long, but kind of long leg in the beginning, and then doing a turn out of Dallas, and then I'll be done in Dallas. 3 p.m.-ish flights to Philly. There's a layover somewhere, of course. And then I'll get back to Philly around 9 p.m. and be off for the next 2 days-ish. Because on the 17th, I have to fly out to Oakland and be in place for that. We get our schedules tomorrow. And yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this already, but I'm going to try to sell at least 2 of my reserve blocks and then put the 2 that I keep together. So I just only have to go to Oakland for a week. So, of course, I'll keep you updated and see what happens with that, because hopefully by February I'll be like staying in Baltimore and I can just pick up out of there. But we'll see. And then at the end of this month, we'll get the list on where we get transferred to. And of course, I'll keep you updated with that. But pertaining to now, the present, this trip, I'm about to go get something to eat. So I'll show you guys. I really want to just order it and then go and get it and then eat it up here. But there's no menu up here, so I don't know. I might have to go downstairs. But yeah, I'll show you guys what I get. And then we'll say goodnight. Hey y'all, good morning. I'm a little bit early. It's 5:36 a.m. Shuttle's at 5:45. I'm closing up my bags and getting ready to go. I want to get another layover here because I love this room. So hopefully soon you guys will see me in DC again. So let's start the day. Like I said yesterday and probably the day before, 3 legs today, 1 super long one that I have to knock out, and then 2 short ones. So let's go home.
your purse or your backpack. And on that note, if you're traveling with
You know you make me float.